So everyone, welcome back to the Mystify podcast. This is episode 6. My name is Olivier.
My name is Axel.
And mine's Bailey.
And today we're going to be talking about cryptocurrencies, because cryptocurrencies have taken the world by storm, yet again, just like they did in 2018, I think, right? But first, let's roll the intro. Okay, so in case you guys aren't aware, cryptocurrencies have taken the world by storm, yet again. I think the 1st of January is when it started. Bitcoin rose to an all-time high, yet again. I believe it's at 41,000 again today. I keep getting notifications about it, like every time it reaches a new milestone, it's like, hey, Bitcoin has reached a new milestone. Are you sad you haven't invested yet? And I'm there like,
30k
no.
at the moment.
How much?
£30,000.
Oh, I got a notification saying it reached... Oh,
Euros.
USD, actually.
Oh, is it? No,
Yeah. So there we go. That's that. But first of all, because I know you know a lot about crypto, I know quite a bit about crypto. I'm gonna put Axe on the spotlight. Axe, you're gonna talk first. Tell us what you know and what you want the people to know.
I don't know that much about crypto, but I know that I saw how terrible mining farms look like. They look like crack houses where they make special environment just to like grow shit.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it.
I mean, it's.
But like, did you see? It's like there's like fucking, I don't know, isolation or cooling like shit.
You buy like 60 graphics cards, you stack them, and that's it. You don't even have a display connected to it. It's like an isolation chamber. And I think you need to water cool them all, like, realistically, if they're going to be running 24/7.
What you do is you just put it in an AC unit sort of area, something that's really cool, and then you just push it all through, because it's very voltage based.
That's why they die so fast. That's why you don't buy GPUs from miners. And I mean, that's kind of, we're going to move on to that a little bit later. But Ax, you wanna say anything else? Because I kind of...
Oh yeah, I just want to say about like how, I guess... private, or maybe actually private Bitcoin is. A lot of scammers use Bitcoin to like scam people, and they're like, if you don't send this amount of Bitcoin here, you're gonna like get your nudes leaked or some shit. And then I usually like reply like, oh, you such a fucking zoomer, asking me to send you Bitcoins, you such a fucking zoomer. I just feel like, I don't know, Bitcoin is kind of a zoomer thing. And like sometimes it has been given like bad rep from all these like fake entrepreneurs on the internet and scammers.
See, Bitcoin was originally supposed to be this whole completely anonymous thing. Like I think that's where it started, you know, the deep web. You wanted to get some nice stuff off the Silk Road, you buy yourself some Bitcoin, get yourself some nice things. That's it. You're completely anonymous. That's at least how it started. Nowadays, you actually need to be 18 to purchase Bitcoin, which is interesting. Because I wanted to invest in Bitcoin before I became 18, but I couldn't. And the second I turned 18, I pretty much invested into Bitcoin. Take that as you will. But you need all forms of verification. They require your passport. They require your like driver's license. They need to know your address. Like, what is this? Like, is Bitcoin still secure? Is it still anonymous?
It's anonymous in the fact of when you actually send something, but if you actually are there and
yeah, but can't you just like basically, if they have this much information about you, just get the Bitcoin address of a scammer and just send it somewhere, and they can.
But they don't know who it is. But they don't know which address it's gone to. That's what I'm saying. Where there's so many different transactions between Bitcoin, they don't know actually know.
You can trace back transactions from a wallet address, though. There are websites. If you put in the wallet address, it'll actually show you all the transactions happening from that address, which is quite interesting because I have seen people completely trace back transactions to see where they went and who they went to. So I don't know about the anonymity. Is it still really, like, realistically, who is going to be going on the Silk Road with this?
It's hard to say, though, isn't it? Because where there's so many different people sort of investing into this now, it's...
Yes,
I don't know,
and that's the thing. The boom, I believe, was in 2018. I think it started in 2017. I believe the massive boom last time was in 2018. And what happened there was... it was insane. Like, everyone that invested like €1 into Bitcoin Boom. And I think that's also where Bitcoin stopped being its like own little thing. A lot of cryptocurrencies came out. Like there's so many
BitConnect.
cryptocurrencies out right now.
Do you remember BitConnect a few years ago? BitConnect, that guy. That was a massive scam. He took all the money and all that.
Seriously? Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know it was a scam. I didn't actually watch anything about BitConnect. I just know the memes.
Yeah, well, it went down, like it went downhill in quotations. It just took all the money, I think.
Oh,
I think
wow.
that was what came out. I'm not too sure on the ins and outs, but
Bitcoin is no longer the only cryptocurrency that makes sense. Like, right now, we're on Ether, right? Like, you're mining Ether right now, aren't you?
I was like last week, but I sort of came off of it.
Yeah. That's mining. It's just not my piece of cake.
It's too much. You need a
It's-
lot of graphics cards.
You need a lot of graphics cards for it to make any sense whatsoever, if you ask me. Because realistically, on my GPU, I'd be making about €4.50 a day. And with my PC running 24 hours a day, it would need to be running at full power, so I wouldn't be able to touch it, and it would damage my GPU in the long run. So, not my piece of cake. I prefer investing, having it there. Hopefully it rises, and if it doesn't, I cry in a corner. But that's just the way I do it. But see, that's the thing. Axe really wanted to invest in Bitcoin. Like, you really wanted to start mining, didn't you? Like, desperately. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to try mining.
But then I made him realize that it's like €3 a day. And
Oh,
then...
by the way, talking about mining and like all these hardware, like not limitations, how is it? Like requirements. I should like ask this question: does Bitcoin value change from the new hardware releases? Because like hardware gets more and more powerful, so it means you can get more and more Bitcoin.
Yeah.
How does that even influence it?
Well, you've still got
the card can
price.
mine harder.
Yeah, it's
Like,
hash
yeah,
rate.
Yeah,
That's
but
how
also
it works.
if more people can mine harder, then it means that Bitcoin value can go lower a bit.
actually,
it's
no.
just
The
not
more
mining
people are
rates, so
mining,
the-
the higher it goes.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because it increases the amount of stock and
It's
money. they
weird
actually
like
have.
that. It's weird like that. Bitcoin is weird like that. Normally,
Imagine there's gonna
the
be a
more
lot of
people would
people-
buy, it would go lower. Like, in real life, that's the way it would work. Bitcoin is weird like that.
Wait, what if a lot of people gonna be mining Bitcoin? What the fuck is gonna happen if
Like, that's what's
Bitcoin-
happening right now. That's what's
Wait.
happening right now.
If it's gonna rise up to the like crazy amounts, and even the person with like just medium rig can like mine for a day and get like at least $10 from
No, it depends on what your hardware
Yeah, but I'm
specs are.
just-
I mean,
I
if
mean,
you want to
like,
mine Ethereum now,
can
it's only
you-
4 gigabytes
Can
minimum.
it just go so high in the future that like mining it even on a not really expensive machine can result in like some
I see what he's
decent
saying. He's
Yeah, I know
saying
what
that
he
when it
means.
rises to a certain point, like, it's going to be so high that I'm no longer going to be making 450. I'm going to be making like 10 a day. Like, I don't know if that's exactly how it works. I don't.
It
Yeah,
is,
I don't
but it
really know
isn't.
how it works, but
I
it's really
understand what
complicated.
he's saying, because if you are on a medium ring now and Bitcoin goes up, you will make a little bit more profit, but not to the extent.
Yeah,
of
because
what,
usually you're still mining to a pool, and you still have to share it with the people inside that pool. So you're not actually getting everything you've mined, which is kind of annoying, because I was mining on a pool there, and I could see how much we've actually mined, and then I saw my share, and it was actually depressing.
I
but
think they
then-
take 35%, something like that.
Something like that, and then you need to share it with everyone else in the
Yeah.
pool as well. So
So that's even more. Yeah,
it's I think I mined for like an hour, and I was like, you know what, this isn't worth it. My PC was getting really hot, and I was like, nah, €3 a day, nah, no thanks.
Talking about hardware damage, the possible hardware damage, can't you like limit your hardware load when you
Undervolt
mine
it.
Bitcoin?
Undervolt it.
Yeah,
you need to
But
set a
then
certain
your
threshold.
hash rate's gonna be slightly lower. Like,
But that isn't as
but
bad.
imagine,
because-
isn't it possible to allocate specific percentage for the GPU to mine without undervolting it or anything?
I don't think
like,
so.
No,
It always jumps to 100.
that's
Even
it's
if you
because it's
try
maxing it out.
Yeah.
making your own program. For
You want to make your own graphics card? Go
No,
ahead,
no,
sure.
no,
Just
no,
send
no,
it to
I
me
mean-
once you do.
I meant a program for
Like
mining.
JavaScript in it. Like, I know what you mean. Like, you want it so it's not pushing it to 100%, so it's
Yeah,
95%.
like that.
I know what
Yeah.
you mean.
I'm just like
Um,
asking dumb shit because like I don't really know about this, and I'm just I have a bunch of what ifs. I have a bunch of what ifs on my mind. So yeah.
Yeah, it's for me, mining is like this really gray area where people have gotten to hate miners throughout the past few years for especially the GPU shortage. We've seen it in 2018 where you could basically not buy any graphics card, and it's happening again now. My
don't know.
GPU,
If you remember, 1060's going for like 400.
yeah, right now, my GPU, I bought it for 400. Right now, it's going for 650, and I was telling you guys this off the podcast because Emma, she's looking for a GPU to buy, and I recommended this one to her because it's absolutely great. And she can't. Well, she can't. Like, realistically, right now, for the next, like, half a year, she won't be able to buy anything.
If she wants a GPU now, get something with less than 4 gigs of VRAM, because you can't mine anything with 4 gig under 4 gigs. That is a minimum.
Yeah, but that's bad. Like,
Does she play at 1080p though?
she does want to play 1080p, but realistically, if she's building a PC, I'd say she's going to want to buy something that will last her for a very long time, and she won't need to upgrade. If she buys something with 4 gigs of VRAM, she will need to upgrade.
Yeah, because minimum is sort of 8 now, I'd say.
Yeah.
You can get by, but I don't know. It depends on the game she's playing. If she's playing
Not Fortnite.
2017 title, yeah, if she's playing the 2017 title, a car from 2017 isn't going to have any
Cyberpunk
issues
2077.
Actually, it's so bad. It's so
What
bad.
makes someone a criminal? Getting caught.
Like, realistically, you can't buy anything right now. Seriously. Like, it's horrible. People want to buy graphics cards for Christmas? No. No. People want to buy graphics cards for New Year? No. No.
I want to buy a graphics card.
Yeah, you wanted to buy a graphics card. I wanted to upgrade mine. We were just looking at CPUs there before the podcast because I wanted to upgrade to 5th gen. No. It's supposed to cost how much? 550?
400. Yeah,
450.
550.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
550 for the 5900X.
And it's 850.
Yeah.
So I'm just there like, yeah, no, sorry, that won't be happening. No. Like, as much as I wanted, I
mentioning
can't have it.
CPUs, by the way, you mentioned CPUs, but is there such a thing as like, how does it called?
Mining with your CPU?
No, not that. I meant like, is there even such a thing in Bitcoin mining as a
Oh, a bottleneck.
bottleneck?
You can actually check out Bottleneck Calculator. It seems to work pretty damn well. And bottlenecking will bottleneck everything. Like, I
I
think.
think the thing is, you will never ever fix bottlenecking because you can't. You just can't.
But realistically,
So
if you're
that's-
going mining with, like, the best graphics card and the shittiest CPU, I think you can still mine.
Oh no, it doesn't. It's not CPU dependent
Yeah.
at all. It's,
Yeah, so you can still mine.
Yeah, but and this is why I'm asking why the CPU price rises up when like they don't really have to buy the most expensive CPU to mine.
It's not so much for the mining. It's just where they haven't got stock. I mean, 7nm TMNC. Was it TS?
It disappears like
Yeah.
this. Like,
It's
something new
because-
comes out, everyone wants it, it goes boom. Just like
I mean,
that.
think about it. Ryzen 3000's on it. Ryzen 5000. Ryzen 5000's on it. Ryzen 3000's on it. Ryzen. I can't speak English. Oh my god.
Don't worry, no one can.
Ryzen 5000, Ryzen 3000, RX 5700, well, the 5000 series of graphics cards, the 6000 series of graphics card, and that's soon to be more. So, like, TSM. Fuck. TSMC is having issues with the amount of stock, and I mean, if things continue going that way, we will have it.
Realistically, how long do you guys think we're gonna continue having these issues? Like, how long is mining going to go on for? Does anyone remember how long it went on for in 2018? How long we had this entire shortage of GPUs, etc.?
I think it was a year. About a
Yeah,
year.
Oh my god. I was going for half a year. I was like, okay, yeah, you know what? Maybe by summer we'll be able to buy something, but wow.
I mean, if you can get a graphics card now, get one for retail. But I would not eat into the scalper things if you are thinking of
Yeah,
buying
no,
one.
you can't get one right now. Like, as I said, like, if she wanted to get a GPU, I told her, do not under any circumstances buy this graphics card for 650 because it's not worth that much.
You can get
like-
it for like 350, like what, 3 months ago?
Yeah, exactly. So I told her, do not under any circumstances buy this for 650. It's stupid money.
And the
And-
thing is, new graphics cards like the 6700 XT is supposed to be coming out, and that's got 12 gigs of VRAM, and that's going to be even more. I reckon that'd be in
Yeah.
the 700 price range,
Yeah.
just from what's happening now.
I'm thinking maybe if you go to like a local shop, you'd be able to get them cheaper, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe the scalpers haven't gotten them to there, but Amazon, no, absolutely not. Just get off that. There's places like CCL Online, they just all say out of stock. Like, you can't get anything anywhere right now. And that's kind of why people hate miners right now. Because, like, you go onto Reddit and you see these guys posting their rig. Oh, 37 2080 Ti's. Now one more left to go.
I mean, if you think about buying a graphics card now, realistically, a 2080 Ti should be about 400, but it's not at the moment.
It's not, and it won't be for the next, like, half a year.
I mean, if you could buy a 2080 Ti right now for 400, I would say if you can't wait, buy it. But if you can wait for a 6th gen RX cards.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Ryzen.
Like, that's what I'm waiting for right now.
I'm thinking, is there like, you already said it's not like a problem. Well, it's not really the cause. When I mentioned like that the miners can buy shittier CPUs.
Mhm.
But also, does it depend? Like, for example, what do you think the miner's choice CPU manufacturer is? Is it Intel?
I'm gonna say it's AMD because of the core count. And you can mine with CPUs. So realistically, if they're using their hardware to the max, they could be using those cores for extra mining.
Does that mean that Intel is gonna be cheaper than AMD now?
Realistically, right now, I'd say so.
It's not based on
Can
the actual
affect
CPU and cores. It's based on how many PCIe lanes you've got. That is the
But mining with the CPU.
ain't really worth it.
Well, it's not worth it, but if they are pushing their hardware to the max, they can do it. Hashminer supports it.
I think that's a rare use case. I think they'd be going for old school Xeons with a decent amount of PCIe lanes. That is what.
Old Xeons.
Or like
Oh, I do. I had an old Xeon there. I had it in a motherboard. I don't actually know where it went.
The thing is, graphics cards don't even use. But I think the 3090 barely eats PCIe 3.0
The
8X.
6th gen RX cards won't they? They're supposed to be.
No, they won't eat
Because
enough
Nvidia
bandwidth.
is, for some reason, on their boxes, it does say PCIe Gen 4. It does say it.
No, RX 6000 is as well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. 6th gen RX cards. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both 4th gen, but
Yeah,
they don't use it.
Oh, they don't use it, but they're just it.
Right, they do. They use the interface, but they would never use the amount of bandwidth on those cards, if that makes sense.
But they do use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Realistically, I guess if you're a miner and you want to show off, you would be getting that PCIe Gen 4 just so that you can say you have PCIe Gen 4.
I mean, the 6800 XT, I think that mines about €8 or €9 per day.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
quite a bit better, actually. Like, it's still not worth it in my book. Don't get me wrong. Still not worth it in my book.
3080 mines about 12.
Yeah, it's just...
And the 39 is stupid. There's no point because the 3080 is only 10% worse in most use
not
cases.
worth it in my book. Look, I guess if you have like an entire rig, you know, if you have like 34 graphics cards in one rig, maybe you'll get somewhere. I mean, no, not maybe, because people are clearly getting somewhere. But for an average person like me or you, I think if you want to get into Bitcoin, just invest. It's a risk, but it's not as risky as gambling, because you have a bunch of apps helping you. Like, if something starts falling, you can set an alarm. Like,
and you can also sell the graphics card at a later date.
Yes, but that's another thing. Do not buy GPUs from mining rigs. Like,
it's not too bad if it's like
But you don't really know if
RX
it's a
580.
mining rig sometimes.
yeah,
No,
you do. You do always.
Boost clocks, they get degradation.
Yeah, but that's once you buy it. But while you're buying it, you don't know.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
the only way you would know is if you ask them to sort of see, can I see how it sort of runs and all
Yeah.
that. It's because
Which is
it's not
why
so
right
much the
now,
performance.
when people are buying, you need to be very wary. If you're buying used, you'd almost want to go there and check it out. Even though right now with Corona, that's just like, you can't do that.
Pointless.
Well, I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
Do Bitcoin miners really profit because there's this electricity cost thing, and also probably even renting a separate building just for mining rig setup?
No, why would you want to rent a separate building for a mining rig setup? Realistically, you could run one in your bedroom. Just have fun with the noise. Doesn't really matter. But the electricity thing, like, once you add a certain amount of graphics cards, it does become worth it. Like, if one 3080 can mine 12 per day, you have 34 of those, you're making some decent money.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Wait, what about having your own solar power then? Is it like gonna even drain the whole thing? Do you think?
It depends on the amount and how much your solar power can actually power.
Yeah.
I think solar powers don't, but solar powered things they don't actually have a lot of wattage.
I think there's a common misconception about how solar panels actually work on houses.
I have no idea how they work on
the
houses.
way they work is you send the electricity back to the grid at the end of the day, and if you have anything extra, it gets reimbursed. Exactly. Yeah. So if you generate more electricity than you actually use, they literally pay you the money back, which is nice. That's pretty cool. But it could be handy, but I mean, in a country like this one, you don't want to be using solar panels because it wouldn't.
I mean, England is a prime example. You ain't using solar powers for anything.
Yeah, I tried.
Oh really?
Yeah. I was powering security cameras with it. Yep, they were working during the summer, and then now they just need to be powered by power.
You also have to clean them as well. Go outside, they get dirty, and then you get less amount of power. It's
they do need to be maintained, but that's like everything, you know. I guess if you're getting electricity from the grid, it doesn't need to be maintained, but that's like
I know what you mean.
That's what you're paying for, you know. But yeah, almost like if you're getting solar panels, you just for mining. That's quite a big cost right there. Like I don't know solar how much you need to mine to.
I need to figure out
get reimbursed.
How much a solar panel?
But in a sunny country, you know what? It could be worth it. Really could. Like right now, it kind of looks like you're getting sun straight at your face. Not gonna lie, with Chrome being open.
I mean, there's a 3 kilowatt-hour solar panel. It's pretty big. It's like I think it's a 4x4, and it's like $2,000. Like that's expensive still.
That is expensive. That is very expensive. We're coming up very close to the break, and I have quite a big section of this that I would like to talk about after the break, and that is the common misconception of what Bitcoin actually is, because so many people don't know what a cryptocurrency is, and a lot of people don't actually believe it exists. And I'm going to tell you the funny story of basically what happened with my parents when I started mining crypto, because they didn't believe it exists. Like, they were like, oh yeah, this thing's fake. It's just, you're gonna waste your money, you know? It's absolutely fake. But that's what we're gonna go into after the break. But yeah, God, no, it's been a while since the last podcast. We took quite a bit of a break. Okay, look, I started, after your mental breakdown, you can try to figure out what you wanted to say. So guys, we're back after the break right now, and as I said before the break, we are going to talk about crypto and what it actually is, because there's like so many misconceptions and so many people that don't actually believe it exists. So crypto is a virtual currency. There's quite a few of them. In fact, right now there's even a Dogecoin. Have you heard what's happening with the Dogecoin? It's horrible. It's horrible, really.
Really?
There's a bunch of influencers pushing the Dogecoin. They're like, oh yeah, invest in Dogecoin right now. And people invest in the Dogecoin, and then the influencers take their money out, and everyone else just drops. So I feel like that's called a pump and dump, I think.
Yeah,
so look, it's the name. I didn't make this name up.
That is just moving on.
Hey, look, it's the name of it. I think that's how you call it. It's quite horrible, though.
1 second.
Okay, that is quite horrible. It's what's been happening with the Dogecoin, and it's unfortunate, but it is what I wanted to bring it in here because it's part of what's happening right now and part of all the coins that exist. It kind of shows you the variety of the coins that can exist. Realistically, even anyone can make a coin. I don't know how to do it, so don't ask me, but anyone could make a coin if you wanted to, I think. Again, I could be completely wrong here, but that's what I read in the past. Otherwise, how would Dogecoin exist? But it's really hard to believe in something you can't see. And the common misconception is that Bitcoin just doesn't exist. Now, for people listening to this, you probably know Bitcoin exists, but if you don't, my parents didn't either. And this was multiple years ago, before I could even invest in Bitcoin because I wasn't 18. I tried mining Bitcoin, and they were basically telling me it's a waste of time, waste of electricity, waste of my hardware. But this year, last year actually, I turned 18. So I could officially buy Bitcoin and they couldn't stop me. And what was the best way of proving to them that Bitcoin exists, if not putting quite a bit of money into it, waiting for it to rise, bringing it back into USDT, and actually using it? Because their main point was, even if this thing does exist, where are you going to use it? That looks lovely. That looks absolutely lovely. Can you give me some through the camera there?
Oh my god, what is wrong with my hair?
Oh, yes. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? The realistic question, like any of your parents would have or anything, is where can you use Bitcoin? You know, like, even if it does exist, how are you going to use it? You know? So, to prove completely against that, my boss helped me with this. And crypto. Now, there's a lot of websites where you can actually... exchanges, they're called. They're called exchanges, where you can exchange Bitcoin into different currencies, where you can keep your Bitcoin, you get a wallet address, etc. In certain places, you can actually get a full-blown card. And now this card allows you to use that Bitcoin any shop.
This card also costs $300.
Yeah,
I'll show
ignore
the
that
information on it real quick. Just
yeah,
show
right
me.
there, look, here you
No,
go.
no, I'm joking.
There's nothing on it. There's only like...
There's nothing on it, look.
That's
Yeah.
fine then.
Yeah.
Nothing on it. Just my name. It's so cool. Oh, and did I mention it's made out of metal?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
that-
yeah.
That's good then. Yeah.
But, in case you want to flex your Bitcoin, that's a thing. Now, the thing is, with this card, you get a bunch of perks. For example, you get Spotify cashback. But the thing is, another misconception, you don't actually pay with Bitcoin. What the card does is it takes your Bitcoin, your USDT, your CRO, your Ethereum, and converts it into Euro. For me, Euro. For you, it would be pounds or any currency that you can use. So when I took this card into Biedronka in Poland, which is a grocery store, it took it just fine. Now, they were slightly confused as to why the card wasn't working at first, because they tried tapping it and they were wondering why it was made out of metal. And I had to explain that it was Bitcoin, and they were like, sorry, we don't take Bitcoin. And I'm like, yes, you do. It's not actually Bitcoin. But yeah, it's long story short, it worked, and I could totally pay with it. So now, this was my way of proving to my parents that Bitcoin is actually real, and that you can use it to pay for things.
I remember, by the way, what I wanted to say. I don't actually understand how Bitcoin miners work, like the programs. Like, is it connected to a network?
To a pool.
How does it...
Yeah, basically, nice hash connects to a pool, and then your GPU starts sending information out and in,
like,
and then it
how does
mines it.
Bitcoin have like some specific measurements, or like it's weird. It's like, basically, to me it looks like you're creating a currency on your computer, but
You remember
It's
that
weird
one
that your
game,
computer
Minesweeper? It's kind of like that. Your GPU is kind of mining blocks. I think
It
that's
gets
how it works. It
Where the
gets
fuck
it.
does that cryptocurrency get? Like, you don't pull it out of your ass or anything.
Like that was what my parents were asking. I don't have a single clue where Bitcoin comes from. I don't really.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. It's on the internet, okay? It's on the
me
internet.
get money, me fine.
Wait, so all the like people that tried ripping off the software, people that downloaded their software, and it was like hidden Bitcoin miners. Are they supposed to be connected to the internet to send?
They need to be connected to the
Yeah, you
internet.
need to be
Absolutely.
connected.
Yeah,
So it
you
goes through
can't mine
servers.
offline. You need to be connected to a pool.
Yeah, I think I heard from someone, maybe from you actually, that Yandere Simulator had a Bitcoin miner.
Me? I don't know what
So-
Yandere
someone
Simulator
else, I
is,
don't
so
know.
I can't.
Yeah,
Well, I
I
do
don't
know
know,
what it
but-
is, but
I
like,
don't know what it is, but
I know what it is, but like, I don't exactly know how it works 100%.
But oh yeah, I forgot. I almost made an error. But the thing is that people found Bitcoin miner in the code, but it wasn't actually working. It was half-assed done, and it was just like left there, not functioning.
I mean, at least it wasn't working, you know? Could be a lot worse. This is, and again, like, so many people have asked me throughout the last year, because again, Corona happened, and because Corona happened, a lot of people started going into Bitcoin, because all the other currencies were just uncertain at that point, and Bitcoin was just, seemed like the way to go. You know, all the currencies around the world were fluctuating. How does Bitcoin work? Because this is like something I've been asked so much since people knew that I actually got into the cryptocurrency business. You're supposed to put in money when it's low, and you see the graph here. The people listening to the podcast can't see the graph, so I'm going to try to visualize it. You look at the exchange. Like right now I'm looking at Binance. Binance is just my favorite because I like the visualization it has. And you kind of have to predict. There's not really any other way to do it. You kind of have to predict, and as I was saying earlier, it is better than gambling because it's not really a game of chance. You can sort of predict it, but you also have to be ready because you put the money in when it's really low and you take it out when it's out. Sorry, when it's up high. Now, the question is, how do you know where it stops when it's up high and when it's going to start falling again? Where's the kind of, how do you know when it's high enough that you can take it out and not be like really sad later on that you took it out and it kept going up, you know? But yeah, so you put it in when it's low, you take it out when it's high, you wait for it to drop again, and then the profit you made from when it was high, you put that back in when it's low.
It's actually very similar to Rocket League trading, if you've ever done that before.
It's similar to stocks, I think. I've never done stocks, but apparently it... When my uncle saw this on his TV, because I was trading in Poland, and I had this open on the TV, he got very confused. He was like, this looks like stocks. And I'm like, yes, I'm an entrepreneur now. This is like, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm gonna buy a shirt that says I am an entrepreneur.
You know, if I come visit you, I'm gonna just get a stamp and then just stamp it on your head. I'm an entrepreneur.
Absolutely. So that's pretty much how it works. It's really not that difficult, except for how do you know when it's at that place when you can take it out? And for that, I have alarms set up. Like, when it starts falling, I have an alarm to notify me when it's fallen below a certain point. And you can actually set up trades that will trade for you on these certain exchanges. When something is high and when something is low, or it's called a limit, and then you have the market cap where you can sell instantly at whatever the market cap is right now. And then you have stop limits. And I believe the stop limits are where it sells when it's at that certain point. But yeah, exchanges, it definitely does make you look pretty cool if you have this thing open on a TV at home and someone walks in. Definitely does make it look quite interesting. People do get interested. But yeah, no, that's pretty much how Bitcoin works. It's not as hard as people think it is, but it does have a risk associated with it. But again,
you gotta learn it.
Yeah, you just gotta learn it, and I do prefer to put money in than mine the money, because again, of all the issues we talked about mining earlier, it is certainly a much better idea, according to me, to just put in the money and be done with it. Yeah.
Let someone else do the mining.
Well, let someone else do the mining. You know, if someone has bought out all my graphics cards, might as well do the mining for me.
It's all my graphics cards.
Look, I wanted to buy one. I was genuinely looking forward to that.
Yeah, I know. So was I.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be salty about it though, because they're making history. Like, they really are. They've made another absolutely huge crypto jump. Like, who knew this was gonna happen? You know, realistically.
Nah. It just sucks that they're getting the gaming graphics card. It's where they're cheap and they do a lot of.
They could get an Nvidia Quadro.
It's a bit. It's got better like folding before. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think a Quadro 4000's alright.
Yeah, but like they could leave the gaming GPUs for us.
Yes.
You did like the weirdest ever that I saw. It sounded like moaning.
Sorry, mouths a bit words.
Yes.
English.
Oh, I don't know what I can say really. Oh yeah, I just want to say that kind of like I don't like how there's other Bitcoin kind of style cryptocurrencies right now, because they don't really they're trying to succeed, but
Ether is succeeding. Dogecoin is sort of being attacked.
Wait, have you heard of
Dogecoin?
Have you heard of Digify?
What?
Have you heard of Digibyte?
I've heard something about it.
Anyway, yeah, I was saying that Digibyte has like this really aggressive and rather stupid in it marketing. It has. They have like basically try being like relatable, and they use like memes to market their platform.
And
But,
they're
like,
crypto.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. It's like really
Since
cringy.
when do you market crypto? That's so stupid. That like ruins the
Like,
point of it.
look. I just want you to go on Discord right now in any chat and like open the gift tab and just on search tenor type, for example, monkey. Just monkey. Just type monkey.
Wait, you
and
guys
the-
do it and describe it to me.
And the fourth picture
I'm
that
very
you
confused
see,
what's happening.
the fourth picture that you, the fourth big GIF you see is just a monkey shaking, but then there's Digibyte coins following behind it. They're like marketing it really crazily on, for example, like those tenor reaction GIFs, like when someone just.
So
wants
like I
to
was
react-
saying, Dogecoin is
Yeah.
now getting marketed pretty much by influencers that want to do the pump and dump.
Yeah. Wait.
I'm very
why is it
confused
being-
what is happening.
why is it being marketed
Actually,
by
just
influencers?
completely like messed my brain up.
What did you say, Axe? What did you say?
Wait, why is it marketed by influencers? Like you say,
It's basically a scam. Now I'm not gonna
Yeah.
call out
Wait,
anyone
so-
in particular.
I don't get it. Did they pay them money to promote Dogecoin?
No,
No,
because
not
no one
necessarily.
owns Dogecoin. No one
No,
owns
it's just
Dogecoin.
currency. It's just.
It's just look. This is what happens. Remember when I was saying you put money in when it's low and you take it out when it's high? And remember when we said the more people invest, the higher it goes?
Oh yeah.
So the influencers invest when it's low, and then they make a video about it, and they're like, "Hey everyone, invest in Dogecoin." Everyone invests, it goes up high. The influencers
sell.
take their money out.
Oh, it's a bit way more elaborate scam than just telling people to like send them coins on their wallet or something.
Well,
It's-
I guess people,
like-
certain people also get to
Uns-
profit from it, I guess, you know? Like, if
Yeah.
you're fast
Yeah.
enough, but then if you're not fast enough, you're losing out, you know?
Yeah.
You
Like,
gotta follow the curve.
you can kind of see what's happening. Like, if I go into markets here, and I look up Doge, you'll see where exactly this is happening. Like, it's very, very clear on the graph. If I open it up here, see it here? Look, this is where it started happening. See? See this green line here?
Oh my
Upward
That's
god.
it there.
Yeah, upward
So,
trend.
see, look, this is where it went.
Oh my god.
And then it went. Like, that's, there you go. There you go. Like, it's it's giving crypto kind of a bad name, not gonna lie. Like, there's all these, I actually want to talk about this, kind of moving away from the negativity of crypto, because there's quite a lot of negativity surrounding it as well. Like I said, the black market and things that like this that are happening that really shouldn't be happening. Like, people should know better.
And
But-
scammers asking for bitcoins instead of like.
Yeah, like the email I got from Bill Gates telling me that he has a lot of money for me. I just need to send him 1 Bitcoin. You know, I obviously said yes.
Oh yes.
Yes, I asked him where I'm supposed to send the Bitcoin, and instead I sent him 69 cents. But realistically speaking, which exchange do you use, or do you use an exchange? Freaking knew it. So I'm gonna try explain exchanges for you guys as simply as I can, mainly because I don't really know much about the different exchanges, because I only use 2. I use Binance and I use Crypto.com, and Crypto.com is kind of weird because their app is separate from their exchange, and so they have an app and they have an exchange, and they're not connected. But you can send stuff from your exchange to your app. It's blows my mind. But basically, exchanges are this. Like, this is what it is. It shows you how much what coin is worth, and it allows you to trade within the exchange. Trade coins with other people. And then over here, which you can't see on the left-hand side of my screen, it shows you the current price, whether it's going down, whether it's going up. And then on the right-hand side here, at least on Binance, it shows you the other coins and how much they're worth and the top gainers right now. Like, it actually seems 1 inch is gaining quite a bit. Like, this thing has been going for the past few days. Oh, okay, yeah, now I'm kind of upset that I didn't invest. Yeah, now I'm very upset. Because it was here 1 day ago, and I was like, should I invest in 1 inch? And now it's... Well, it was here, Like, if I had taken out my money when it was here, you know? But...
Well, just internal orgasm.
Yeah, exactly. And, like... Yeah, because it was worth, I think, 25 cents. I think it was worth 25 cents when I could have bought it. And then up here, it was worth €3. Wow. See, this is what I mean. It's kind of... There's that certain sadness when you don't invest. And then the coin goes viral. You know?
Yeah.
It's a certain sadness. You're like, oh, shit, I should have invested. And then it fell again, it seems. But if someone invested down here and then took out up here, like, damn. Lucky. Lucky. Unless I'm getting the numbers wrong and this isn't actually €3, but I believe it is. So that's kind of how exchanges work. You get to check out different coins, you get to trade different coins, shows you kind of like the most popular coins right now. Surprisingly, the most popular coins right now are ones I haven't heard of. Like, we've got Alpha. How does Alpha do? Ooh. Oh my gosh, all the coins had like a huge jump and then they fell back down. I wonder if these are getting attacked by, like, social media people. I wonder.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like, oh hey guys, Bitcoin went up, so let's invest in this now.
Yeah, I feel like maybe people are targeting smaller, lesser known coins and...
So they push everything up, so they think all Bitcoin are better invest because everything else is becoming more expensive.
And this is kind of interesting, but all of these coins started up recently. Like, these are very new coins.
I mean, Elon Musk hit world's wealthiest person or something, didn't he?
Yeah.
Through his stocks and all that.
So.
I mean, he doesn't own that money, but because it would ruin Tesla. But
Yeah. Do you guys think we should create a cryptocurrency?
the Mysticoin.
Let's create the Mystify coin.
No, the Mysticoin. Just a Mysticoin.
We all invest in the Mysticoin. And we have the coin is just a sphere. My face in a sphere spinning around in circles, that's the coin. That would be so
well, at least it's
stupid.
animated. At least it's animated coin.
Wait, dude, are you trying to tell me Dogecoin isn't animated?
Dogecoin is poggers. Oh wait, we can't say that anymore. It got banned, didn't it? Oh, I forgot about that.
This is so sad. I
don't understand.
It's very upsetting. I don't really understand what happened.
It's,
I don't...
No, they're basically the guy had views that Twitch didn't agree with, so they removed it.
Oh, lovely. Very spicy.
That's iconic.
Also,
that is an iconic
2021. Let's
also,
go.
I don't know if it's true, but I think the guy who made the Poggers face, he actually hates that emote now.
Wait, what is it? Show me. No, do it. Because if people watch this podcast, they'll get to me doing it. Because I don't know how to do it.
Like this. You have to.
Wait, I'm laughing too hard.
You have to have excited eyes, not like. No, that's not excited. That's like you're about to murder someone. No, that looks like a hagao.
Okay, I'm gonna do this instead.
Do you reckon we're seeing this on the Reddit? It's a face clip.
No, this is how you look when you shave. It's not. No, you have to actually.
I have no nose.
Sideways.
What has this podcast become?
I don't know. I think this may be the point where we.
Yeah, where we slowly. Okay, so let's end the podcast. Let's just talk about, like, are you guys in crypto right now? Like, you know I am. It's quite clear.
I can't be.
You can't be, but you've mined something.
Yeah.
Isn't the UK banning crypto? How did we not get to that? How did we not speak about this?
That'd be the start of the next one, guaranteed. Because there's something about it being like where the economy rate's gone down. They sort of got rid of it, so people can't take out of the Great British coin. So it goes down more.
Go.
Love it. Great.
Oh, so it looks like not only... Well, you know what? Brexit's ruining my life from the form of online shopping. At least you guys get something in return.
I was about to say you can finally buy a graphics card in UK at normal price, but then I realized that some people are gonna buy it from UK just because of the ban.
We literally don't have any stock coming here. We're all in America. That is it.
Oh no.
It doesn't even get to retailers.
Intensifies.
But yeah.
Bad.
Well, that's where we're going to end today's episode of the Mystify podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to join us next week where we are hopefully on time. We kind of needed to sort things out this week. We had quite a long break, and I hope you guys all had a lovely New Year and a great Christmas if you could with your family. But yeah, that is going to be it for today's episode. See you guys in the next one.
Bye, guys. I hope
Peace.
2021's better.